What's going on, guys? I'm Nikanti, and in this video, we're gonna go over how to deal with FOMO. Now, these past couple of weeks, you've probably been seeing everything rallying between stocks, futures, and crypto ever since Trump got elected, right? And it can be super frustrating because you might not have been able to take part in any of those moves, or you were planning on it and you didn't, and now you're just sitting idly by watching Tesla go up 100% a day, watching Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all the coins pumping up, your family and your friends and your barber making thousands of dollars, and you're just sitting there watching these markets and missing out on everything, if not losing money, right? You've probably been trying to short the rally because you missed the pump and you're trying to catch that same type of move to the downside to make up for missing the move to the upside, and that probably hasn't been working out, and you're just getting super frustrated, super depressed, wondering, what am I doing? Why am I even bothering with this? I'm wasting my time. I hate my life. What do? There's a few things you got to realize to really clear your head so you can get over all this FOMO so it doesn't mess with your trading and your own personal psychology. This is what you got to realize. A lot of these traders and social media influencers, whoever, that are making money in crypto right now and stocks, they've been holding onto these things for years. You remember 2022, 2023, or you could, if you don't remember and you're just starting out, you could look back at the charts and you could clearly see that nothing was going up. Everyone was losing money that was holding these coins and stocks because everything just kept going down for a while. Now they're making money. So now they can come out of the woodwork and post all their trades, humble brag, acting like, oh yeah, like I'm not posting this to brag, post this to inspire. Fuck those guys. They're posting to brag or to funnel people into their course, or whatever their paid program business is. You gotta block out that noise. They're posting all these trades. Everyone's getting all this euphoria right now. People that don't even trade are posting their crypto gains. Realize a lot of them, if not all of them, are caught up in this such a euphoric state that they don't realize that they could just as easily get blindsided in a single day. Even the trading influencers, I'm sure a bunch of them are going to take profit. You really shouldn't compare yourself to these guys, especially if you know that they've been trading way longer than you have. They've been through the ringer. They've been through the same pain you've been, if not more. It is what it is. But everyone's going to get burned in some way, shape, or form because they're going to hold on for too long, sell at less money than they could have made. A lot of them are going to get so caught up in their euphoria, they're going to be over leveraged on other trades and then lose that money. They're going to either sell too soon, watch it rally even higher, or sell too late and saw how much they were up and then see it just flush back down, and then they feel like crap selling way later. Or they're going to keep holding out for a hero, and then that huge thousands of dollar win that they could have had ends up turning into them being down on the trade. It's just how it goes. History always repeats itself with stuff like this. It's just the way it is. As for your family and friends, they're guaranteed to do that stuff. Guaranteed. Or if by some miraculous miracle they actually do pull it off, where they pull out at like just the right time and make their money, they're probably just gonna spend it on stupid shit. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people are making, what other people are doing with their money, because they're not you. You are focusing on building the skill set of trading, which is a long-term play. You're building yourself. You're actually putting the time in to learn how to get better at trading, to build the skill set so you can take care of yourself and keep capitalizing the same games that these people make like once every 3 or 4 years that they just end up losing anyway. So don't even stress about it. It's not that serious. Don't get caught up in the noise. If you have to, just stay off social media because that could just as easily get in your head. It's not helping you in any way, shape, or form seeing these people post their gains, especially if it pisses you off. Because if it pisses you off, that's going to go into you focusing on making money from trading the charts as opposed to just focusing on the charts and trading the charts. Because when you're focusing on the money, you're not trading the charts, you're trading your P&L and hoping for the best. And this is even more stupid if you're trading on a prop firm demo account. If you're trading an eval. If you're trading an eval and you're letting like the money get the best of you in your head, then you're in for a lot of trouble because you're just going to keep buying more and more evals because of this FOMO that you haven't resolved. And it's just not worth it. So just stay off social media if it really bothers you that much. Wait for the time to pass. Wait for the markets to settle. Price action to get back to certain levels that are more sustainable than just like pumping all-time freaking highs. It'll be all right. Like, we're going to be heading back into a consolidation phase soon. We're going to get that sell-off. We're going to get that pullback. And it might even work to your benefit, because then maybe you might be able to catch the next leg up. And if you miss that too, it is what it is. There's going to be more moves like these, either to the upside or the downside. And that's the beauty of being a trader. You can catch both. Focus on you, focus on building your skill set, and you don't have to worry about seeing other people make money, because one day you're going to build up enough money from either trading or other businesses or whatever, and then you're going to be able to catch the same moves they are. And maybe this time you'll be even smarter than they are, because you can learn from their mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and apply those lessons to the next run going forward. These moves happen time and time again. We've seen between all these like 2008 crashes, the dot-com bubbles, the dot-com pump to all-time insanity numbers back then. These moves are going to happen either to the upside or to the downside. And you're always going to be there to either catch them or learn from them. And be emotionally whipsawed in the process, because that's the reality. That's all a part of it. So at the end of the day, these moves really do not matter. What matters is that you just stay showing up, you stay focusing on developing, you stay focusing on all the cliche things that the trading influencers tell you to do, because at the end of the day, a lot of it is the right things to do, between journaling, having a routine, and all that stuff. And you'll be all right. Another thing you could do, you could take a bit of a break. I don't really recommend that too much, because unless you're in a financial position, you really don't have much of a choice. Taking a break isn't really going to resolve the underlying issue. All it does is just pushes it off to a later date. Like, the FOMO might not affect you as much, but you should still show up to look at the chart just to like learn, like just get that muscle memory of seeing price action move. Because you don't want to skip a whole market cycle, and then when it happens again, you're still not going to know what to do. So you got to learn. You got to show up, watch it like you're watching like gameplay footage or something. Do what you got to do. And as long as you're able to clear your head to where the FOMO doesn't bother you anymore, you'll be all right. But one thing's for certain, your emotions and psychology are highly susceptible to screwing you over off a singular loss, because of the amount of FOMO that's going on in your mind right now. So that's something to be highly cautious and highly aware of as you're trading for the day. Like, keep that in mind before you place every single trade. And make sure you have your risk predefined and define that you are okay with accepting the outcomes and not attaching it to missing the move or whatever personal experience you've had that's been negative with trading. Don't tie any of that to these specific trades, especially now when you're going through FOMO. So be careful in that regard. So downsize, tighter stop losses so you lose less money and it won't affect you as much. The reason why it's so important to downsize during these times or manage your risk to where you have a tighter stop is because when you see the market ripping all-time highs and then you decide to go long and then you get stopped out, you're going to be like, oh, now you want to sell off? Or if you try to go short and then you get stopped out back to the upside, you're going to be like, why is no one taking profits? How is this even possible? Right? So all these personal biases are going to be clouding your mind, making you make bad decisions, triggering your emotional and psychological state while you're trading. And it's just going to be a mess. So this is another important thing I want you guys to remember. Last thing I'm going to go over here. Prioritize making money outside of trading. If you've been in the trading game for a while, you've probably been pretty upset with yourself at times where you couldn't really make much on a big move or couldn't even afford to get into the big move. And then you just missed out on everything entirely, just like what's happening right now. You didn't have enough to make any investment worthwhile. You definitely should not be putting all your money into your trading. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to ignore this one. You're going to just like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. Seriously. The max amount of money you should spend on your trading is 25%. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't make that much and you just have like a pool of money just sitting in your bank and you're really just hoping to make those few dollars work out. You gotta focus on building your financial literacy, being able to know to save your money and only put like 25% max to your trading. I know that sounds outlandish to a lot of you guys, but you guys are like, oh, but I gotta build my business. I gotta put all my money into my business if I want it to be successful. No, I've learned the hard way plenty of times. That is not how it works. There's plenty of wealth books out there that tell you that's not how it works. We've been brainwashed, psyoped by the red pill matrix, social media, internet to think that way, but it's just not the case. The probabilities of that being the case are so low. Trust me, you gotta have money coming in outside of trading, saving most of that money, because God forbid an emergency happens and you have no money because you spent it all on trading and you've been losing money trading, it's gonna be a problem. There's a reason why like 90 to 95% of the people don't make it, because it's hard. Like obviously most of them are idiots and don't even really know what they're doing and aren't even trying that hard. But there is like that, I'm gonna say like the top like 70% plus that don't make it really tried. Like they put the time and they put the years in. Or the top like 30%, whatever. You gotta make sure you have money saved. Have money coming in and only use about 25% of that max to your trading. And that way you'll have enough money for when the next big move happens and you can buy, or you can buy before that on the dips so that you can actually capitalize on making an investment worthwhile when the next bull run happens. And you won't have to worry about FOMO. You'll be more set to catch these big moves when they happen, because I promise they will happen again. You just got to be prepared for when they do. Hope you guys like this video. I got plenty more videos like these coming out real soon. Like, subscribe, comment the FOMO you dealt with these past couple weeks, or any other time you felt FOMO and it really got to you or really screwed you over, and what you learned from it. And yeah, that's just about it. Peace.